Welcome to Twinn number 18 on this fine Monday morning. We are past April now and into May, the most beautiful month of the year in this part of the world anyway. Today I want to share with you 5 quick stories that we should be paying attention to. And it starts off with a really good one, actually, that the Apple's app tracking transparency feature is finally here. And those of you who have upgraded your iPhones or iPads, you may have already seen something like this, where an app asks you for permission to track across other apps and websites. And just to show that this has already been blocked through third-party gateways, through Atom 1, for example, or if you had run something like Pi-hole in the past. But it's nice that this is now native within the app itself. This is really nice to see. Now, it is not that Apple only has pure motives, because there's actually an economic interest to them as well, in that it bolsters Apple's value and sort of indirectly at the cost of advertisers that in the past have relied on targeting. But the net effect is still positive for us, the consumers. The next quick story is about Emotet. This is a botnet that has survived many attempts to bring it down. And each time that there is a hesitation because a law enforcement delivers a blow, they just retool and come back stronger than before. But this final blow, as a Cyberscoop calls it, is all about making sure that the device that gets infected with something like Emotet does not execute it automatically. And so therefore, it will stop the spread. And then eventually, as computers are discovered and patched, eventually this particular botnet, ideally, will simply die a slow death. But in the past, these threat actors and the authors have just gone back during periods of quiet times, as it were, just to retool and launch something better. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's back again in the near future. And in the next story here is about how an Apple Mac OS, we've had this wonderful set of security features and defenses that have, for the most part, made it very difficult for malware to be run on a Mac, except that it turns out that it's been quite possible to bypass that altogether. And this demonstration here shows the good old calculator app being launched from a malicious file that actually doesn't even prompt for any user authorization to run unsigned software. And so this is now patched. So as long as you have the latest Mac OS Big Sur, this is now patched. But it goes to show that you still want to be careful what you execute, what you download. This next story is about how the U.S. government probes the VPN hack. This was the Pulse Secure branded VPN service that is being used in many government circles. And so it's important to understand that this really did have quite a significant impact. But while we're on the topic of VPNs, it's really important to understand that where your VPN exits is a completely different story to this, but it is an important one as well. Does matter. So if you have a VPN that you think that hides you from your local ISP, but at the other end is being tracked by a nation-state actor, you might not want to keep on using such VPN. So make sure that you're always aware of what the purpose is of your VPN, where it exits, and also who owns that company and where is it headquartered, because those things do matter. And the last story today is around how Signal received a subpoena to hand over a bunch of data on Signal users. The very nice thing is, Signal has almost nothing on any of us. They have the point of registration and a phone number that we first went online with, and the last time we were online. So, okay, so if that gets handed in to just anybody, we're not worried about it from a security point of view. But this is a tricky situation for law enforcement to be in. So I do understand that point of view, because if they are legitimately tracking criminals, just that Signal won't be the way that they'll get it, because Signal has no data to share. And that is what gives us privacy-loving people a tool and a resource to use safe from any eyes that we don't approve of. And did you know that Digital Humans is now a real product that you can get from Epic Games with through the Unreal Engine. This is actually quite fascinating, and I'm going to play a quick little video here for you to give you an idea what this is about.
I could be one of many.
主人公にだってなれる
Je pourrais être architecte.
Ou guide.
Quizá un artista.
You create the narrative.
I am metahuman.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm excited or scared about this. Only time will tell. See you again next week. Bye for now.